Residents of Cane Grove, Strathavon, Ballfield, and Unity benefit from government's eye testing and spectacles voucher program. Residents from Cane Grove, Strathavon, Ballfield, and Unity gathered in large numbers on Friday to take advantage of the government's eye testing and spectacles vouchers program, along with other essential services provided by the Ministries of Health and Human Services and Social Security. The event, held at the Learning Lab in Unity, Mahaica, marked another successful outreach aimed at enhancing the well-being of the local communities. During the distribution exercise, residents received vouchers valued at $2,000 for eye testing. For those in need of spectacles, an additional voucher worth $15,000 was provided to cover the cost of purchasing a pair of glasses. Banwagdan Ramsaram, a pensioner from Cane Grove, expressed his gratitude for the initiative. "I must thank the government of Guyana for this initiative of eye testing and spectacles, which is a great assistance for me and others who cannot afford spectacles on their own," Ramsaram told the Department of Public Information. Minister of Human Services and Social Security, Dr. Vidya Prasad, who spearheaded the event, underscored the significance of these outreach programs. "This is something we do all through the year, and this is taking the ministry's services to the communities, giving me and the entire team a chance to engage with you, to understand how we can better serve you, how we can deal with any challenges that you have with our services," Minister Prasad stated. Staff from various departments, including the Difficult Circumstances Unit, Child Care Protection Agency, and Family Enhancement and Services Section, were present to provide immediate support and information on available services. In addition to the eye testing initiative, Minister Prasad announced the establishment of a sewing hub and a youth-friendly space at the Craft Center in Cane Grove. This new facility will offer free training to youths, empowering them to start their own income-generating businesses with assistance from the government of Guyana. Minister Prasad also took the opportunity to educate participants about the 914 hotline, a toll-free number dedicated to providing support to victims and survivors of sexual offenses and domestic violence. Further extending the outreach's impact, the Difficult Circumstances Unit distributed wheelchairs and walking canes to senior citizens and differently abled persons, ensuring that the most vulnerable members of the community receive the support they need. Former GDF soldier receives new home through Men on a Mission initiative. Albert Hunt, a 66-year-old former member of the Guyana Defense Force, GDF, is the latest beneficiary of a new home through the Men on a Mission, MOM, initiative. The home, located in Mocha/Arcadia, was officially handed over to Hunt on Friday afternoon during a ceremony led by the minister within the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for public affairs and information, Kwame McCoy. During the ceremony, Hunt, a father of 3, expressed his excitement and gratitude, stating, "I was living first at Red Road, but I was squatting there. Although I was squatting, I applied for my land a long while back. Housing, the ministry, got back to me and offered me this piece of land." Hunt added, "I feel so blessed. I thank God for this and our president, Irfan Ali. It feels really nice to have a roof over my head at this age." The ribbon-cutting ceremony was a poignant moment, with Minister McCoy overseeing the event as Hunt and his son cut the ribbon to their new home. Minister McCoy highlighted the government's commitment to positively transforming the lives of ordinary citizens, noting, "We, as a government, have demonstrated astute leadership in being able to overcome challenges and intervene in ways that would avoid the worst burden on the ordinary man and woman in our society." Minister McCoy also emphasized the numerous interventions made by the PPPC government over the past 4 years to ease the cost of living and alleviate other burdens on citizens. He stated that the MOM initiative is part of the government's broader effort to make home ownership more accessible, especially for vulnerable communities. This Men on a Mission initiative is one among a plethora of other initiatives and interventions by this government that allow us to work with people and to bring people's lives to a point that is filled with happiness, the minister added. The MOM initiative, conceived by President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, has been instrumental in improving the living and working conditions of many individuals across Guyana, both young and old. The program continues to impact lives by ensuring that those in need have access to safe and secure housing. Also in attendance at the ceremony were the coordinator of MOM, Lieutenant Col Badeshwar Murley, and other executive members including Roger Rogers and Josh Kanhai. Guyana's forestry sector thrives with nearly 100 new sawmills and 50 lumberyards established in 4 years. The forestry sector in Guyana has experienced significant growth over the past 4 years, with the establishment of nearly 100 new sawmills and 50 lumberyards across the country. This expansion has notably increased the production of value-added products within the sector, meeting the rising demand for logs and wood, particularly in the booming housing market. Minister of Natural Resources, Vikram Barrett, highlighted this development during a media briefing held on Wednesday at the Guyana Forestry Commission complex in Kingston, Georgetown. He emphasized the sector's rapid growth, particularly in regions like Linden, which has seen the number of sawmills grow from 5 in 2020 to approximately 19 currently in operation. What we have seen over the last few years is the establishment of over 100 new sawmills and more than 50 lumberyards throughout the country. Linden alone has experienced significant growth, with 19 sawmills now operating, Minister Barrett disclosed. The minister noted that more individuals are entering the sector and venturing into value-added downstream activities. He projected that the number of facilities will continue to increase, particularly with the upcoming gas-to-energy project, which is expected to reduce electricity costs by 50%. Lower energy costs will further enable the processing of logs into finished wood products, boosting the sector's growth. Minister Barrett also pointed out that despite the increase in forestry production, there has been a reduction in the exportation of logs, indicating that more products are being sold on the local market. Even though production in the forestry sector has increased over the last 4 years, we are poised in 2024 to meet and exceed our production target. What we have seen is a reduction in the exportation of logs, which simply means more of our products are being sold on the local market, he stated. In addition to the sawmill and lumberyard expansions, Minister Barrett highlighted the government's focus on value-added products such as coal and mulch production. Efforts are being made to improve coal production processes, including better packaging and size variations, to capture new markets. Additionally, the government is promoting the utilization of wood waste through landscaping companies that produce mulch from wood chips. The minister also shared that the government has made significant strides in increasing the recovery rate of each log. When the current administration took office in 2020, the recovery rate was approximately 35 to 40%. Today, it stands at an impressive 70 to 75%. The Guyana Forestry Commission continues to work with small and medium-scale operators to further improve their recovery rates. The ongoing advancements in the forestry sector underscore the government's commitment to sustainable development and economic growth, ensuring that Guyana's natural resources are utilized effectively and efficiently. GWI takes immediate action to improve water quality and supply in central Georgetown. Efforts are underway to enhance the water quality and supply in central Georgetown, with Guyana Water Incorporated, GWI, working diligently to bring relief to residents as quickly as possible. This assurance was given by GWI's Chief Executive Officer, Sheikh Boucher, during a press conference held at the company's corporate office on Thursday. The recent dredging of the East Demerara Water Conservancy, combined with heavy rainfall, has led to increased levels of turbidity and sediment intake at GWI's Shelter Belt facility located at Church Street and Vlissingen Road. This has caused a significant buildup of sludge in the water system, impacting the quality of water supplied to the area. Speaking at the press conference, Boucher explained the situation, stating, "About 1 month ago, we recognized that there was a problem in our canals. We observed that the quality of the water coming into our plant was deteriorating, and further checks revealed an unprecedented level of sedimentation load entering the system. We have never experienced such a high sedimentation load in all the years of operation." In response to this issue, GWI immediately implemented several measures to address the crisis. Multiple teams are currently working on flushing the water from the system to restore normalcy. Boucher noted that some improvements in water quality have already been observed, with regular sampling showing positive results. "We have seen through the cleaning of the canal that the water quality is improving. It will take a couple more days to bring it to normalcy," he emphasized. Boucher acknowledged the impact of the sedimentation overload on the quality of water provided to residents, stating, "I want to clarify that the Shelter Belt facility is a surface water treatment plant that receives water from the Conservancy through the Lamaha Canal. It is not an iron removal plant. We are very much concerned about the situation and the effect it has had on households. We apologize for this situation, which we consider was unavoidable." GWI remains committed to resolving the issue and ensuring that residents receive an improved and reliable water supply in the shortest possible time. Government implements enhanced measures in new infrastructure projects following Sheriff Street-Mandela Avenue's success. The government of Guyana is incorporating advanced design and supervision measures into its new infrastructural projects following the successful completion of the Sheriff Street-Mandela Avenue project. This was announced by Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Public Works, Vladim Persad, during his remarks at the Inter-American Development Bank's IDB exit workshop for the project, held at the Grand Coastal Hotel, Le Res Souvenir, East Coast Demerara on Friday. The Sheriff Mandela Avenue expansion, funded through a $37.5 million loan for the IDB's Road Network Upgrade and Expansion Program, RNUEP, faced several challenges since its inception in 2017. Despite these setbacks, including the disruptions caused by the COVID-19 pandemic and the need for design changes to enhance safety and environmental management, the project was successfully completed in 2021. "We are happy to see it finished and will learn from it," stated Prasad. He emphasized that the lessons learned from this project have been instrumental in shaping the government's approach to new infrastructural undertakings. "We have incorporated several facets into new projects, not only in their design but also in the more stringent supervision of those projects. The completed road network has significantly strengthened the infrastructure within the area, fostering enhanced economic growth. The expansion provides a direct link between the East Coast and East Bank corridors, reducing traffic congestion and improving trade and economic opportunities." Prasad highlighted that the project's success is not only financial but also economic, with additional funds being injected to address challenges posed by the global pandemic. "These investments are all critical for the economic development of Guyana. This is to ensure that developments reach every part of Guyana," he added. IDB's country representative in Guyana, Lorena Solorzano Salazar, echoed Prasad's sentiments, acknowledging the road network's contribution to the country's economic growth by improving the movement of goods and services. She commended the efforts made during construction to minimize disruption to businesses and praised the government for implementing strong performance measures for companies and supervision firms. "This intervention is comprehensive. I am very happy to see that the government has taken steps to ensure accountability," Salazar remarked. Salazar also announced that the IDB's partnership with Guyana will continue, with another project already underway along the East Bank corridor and discussions ongoing for future projects. Despite the challenges encountered, Mark Green, project manager at the Ministry of Public Works, lauded the collaboration between the IDB and the ministry in successfully completing the Sheriff Street-Mandela Avenue project. He also highlighted the implementation of a road safety and diagnostic action plan, along with several institutional strengthening programs focused on training and capacity building. Government stands firm in support of mining industry amidst criticism. The People's Progressive Party/Civic, PPP/C, remains steadfast in its commitment to the mining industry in Guyana, as reaffirmed by General Secretary Dr. Barrett Jagdeo. Responding to a recent editorial published by Stabroek News, Dr. Jagdeo defended the government's stance, which has come under scrutiny for its support of mining activities in the hinterland regions. The editorial in question criticized the government's encouragement of mining, arguing that it contributes to environmental degradation and violates the rights of indigenous communities. However, Dr. Jagdeo was resolute in his defense, stating, "We are unapologetic about encouraging mining in this country. Mining is a significant contributor to our gross domestic product and provides crucial employment opportunities for tens of thousands of Guyanese. Any responsible government must ensure that the mining sector thrives, as it is a vital source of income and employment for our people." Dr. Jagdeo highlighted that Guyana has maintained a strong record of environmentally safe mining practices over several decades. He emphasized that, despite the expansion of mining activities, the country boasts some of the lowest deforestation rates in the world, underscoring the government's commitment to preserving ecosystems while promoting economic growth. Addressing the challenges faced by miners, particularly small-scale operators, Dr. Jagdeo noted that while large-scale miners may profit, many small-scale miners struggle daily to make a living. "These miners are not getting wealthy, they are simply trying to support their families. We have a duty to assist them, as well as the larger companies, to ensure their success. These are Guyanese companies that we want to see flourish," he stated. Dr. Jagdeo also responded to criticism from various organizations and media outlets, including Kaieter News, Stabroek News, the Guyana Human Rights Association, GHRA, and certain non-governmental organizations, NGOs. He dismissed their concerns, asserting that they do not represent the interests of the Guyanese people. "We are focused on promoting employment opportunities and economic prosperity for our citizens. We will not apologize for that," he declared. Reflecting on the previous administration, Dr. Jagdeo criticized the APNU plus AFC government for implementing policies that adversely affected the mining sector. He cited the imposition of higher royalty rates, the doubling of the tributers tax, and the introduction of VAT on mining machinery and equipment, which led to a significant downturn in the industry and widespread job losses. When the PPP/C returned to office, we took immediate steps to rectify these issues by removing taxes on machinery and equipment, lowering the royalty rate, and eliminating the tributers tax. We also improved infrastructure in mining areas to make them more accessible. We promised these changes, and we delivered. We have no apology for it, Dr. Jagdeo stated. Dr. Jagdeo concluded by rejecting any notion that the mining sector should be shut down, as implied by the editorial. He emphasized that the PPP/C's support for the mining industry stems from a commitment to ensuring that all sectors and all people in Guyana can prosper.